Hey MisFits! Welcome back to another episode of Getting Real with the MisFits. Pavi and Nami back again to help you crush unemployment and find your dream career. So today we're going to talk about casual sexism and stories about it. So Namat, do you want to go into your stories?
Sure. Story time. So I used to work at this hotel a long time ago when I first moved to Houston. And I was the supervisor at this place, and there was a guy who was the sous chef who wasn't my direct report. And so we were really good friends. We were about the same age. And one day he decided to go get lobster. He just wanted to try out a few recipes.
Nice.
And he got 2. And so because I was working and we were good friends, he was like, hey, I'll make you one too. He happened to be telling the executive chef, this guy was a humongous scumbag. And so this friend of mine who was the sous chef, he was like, oh, I made this lobster and yeah, I gave Nami some too. And so this guy was like, in front of everyone present, was like, oh, what did you do to deserve that? Dance around in a thong for him? And it was so crass and just so like completely disrespectful. First of all, we are in a professional setting, sir. You cannot say stuff like that. Secondly, we are not on those terms.
Yeah,
and if we were, you would have known that that sort of humor does not fly with me and with most women, right? By making a statement like that, you're putting him in the position of power. When I'm the supervisor, you're assuming that me as a woman had to do something to deserve this lobster. Whereas if the roles were reversed, right? If I were the sous chef and I was making lobster for my supervisor and he was a guy, it would be like, oh, you're just trying to suck up to him.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even have figured that I would have been in the position of power. I called him out on it later. I wrote him a note and I was like, hey, I didn't appreciate the joke you made. He kind of handled it as, oh, I'm sorry, you can't take a joke. And I was like, please.
No, mine was like the opposite because my workplace was super conservative. But mine was kind of the opposite because I worked in an engineering background, was one of like 10 engineers on the team, and had a male boss. At that time, like there were a bunch of like women on my team getting pregnant at the same time. It was like 4 women at the same time, and they were all around my age.
Yeah.
So he like came by my cubicle and he's like, Pavi, you're not planning to have kids now, right?
What?
And I was just like, I don't know what to say. And I was like, oh, no. Just because I felt obligated to tell him that. This is another blooming onion because it has so many things. First of all, we're not close, so I'm not going to tell you anything personal. Second of all, you're just assuming I will have a baby and I will be out of commission. What about, what if my husband took maternity leave? Third, you didn't ask a single freaking guy on the team because what if, he has to take leave? I didn't know at the time. I was much younger. I was like 24, 25. So I felt the need to answer him, but if he asked me that today, I would just be like, let me show you the dough.
I know, because that is hella illegal. You cannot ask that to a woman.
We're not saying that men don't face this, they do. We just have examples of as being women. So if you do have stories, please share with us.
And this is the end of this story, so we are going to stop talking now.